Today we're going to be talking about our first step in EQing. So right after you do, your X noise, remove that background noise and the auto tune, you're going to get into EQing. So the plugin I like to use from Waves is Q10. It's basically just a visual equalizer, so you see this right here. It symbolizes all the frequencies. So this is 16,000 hertz. This is 1,000 hertz of broadband of frequencies, and you can use these bands to cut them out, as I talked about in the other video. So what I like to do first is put on band 1 and 2, whatever frequency you want to cut it at, but to put the low band frequency. So right here has the type of cut you want to make or boost you want to make. So basically what I'm doing here is a low pass frequency. You see how it's shaped like this? These two blue ones right here. So what that's doing is cutting off all the frequencies behind it. So everything in this purple right here is cut off. And why I have two set at the same frequency is on the Q10 that makes the curve steeper. So if I were to have only one, you see it's more like this. So less frequencies are cut off. It's a less sharp cut. Well, this is more. And then what I want to do after that is go to the 200 region and boost the presence a little bit. So all the other ones are going to be bands, you see, which is the first one here, like this purple, this pink, all of these are bands. So there's going to be a slight boost in the area. So remember to use the right type. And also an important thing to remember is this Q step right here. For the bands, it controls how big and how broad they are. So how many frequencies they're going to affect. So for the 200 region, I kind of have a broader band because I want to boost that in general, get a little bit more presence. But when I'm taking stuff out, I tend to be a little bit more specific because I don't want to, make the vocal sound hollow or maybe a little dull. So yeah, be careful. So another band I have is also in the 300 to 400 region. I'll normally take something out around here. Here is at 383. That's just where I found when I was mixing the vocal. Yeah, and then another place I like to cut is actually between 1,000 and 2,000, somewhere in between there. There's normally a frequency that's a little bit harsh there that I like to get rid of, that cleans up the vocal. We'll get into an example as we mix this right here, but for now I'm just going through what I like to do. Then I like to boost a little bit in the 4,000 to 5,000 and then the 7,000 and above. On the 7,000 above on this vocal, I actually have a high pass filter, so that's going to boost everything after it. The high pass filter is really small right here, so you probably can't tell, but if I were to make it, a little bit, the gain a little bit stronger, you can really see, how it's going up. So that's affecting all the frequencies under it are being boosted. But let's put that back where it belongs, 0.1. I don't want to do nothing crazy there because I'm going to be boosting highs with other plugins. So you kind of want to leave yourself a little bit of room. This is just for minor shaping of the vocal. So don't make too many changes here. Don't worry if your vocal doesn't sound dramatically different after this step. That's normal because the heavy lifting is actually going to be on different plugins. So right here, you just want light shaping. You may not even hear the biggest difference at first, but once it's all put together, you can really hear the slight differences that the shaping makes. So this step is really cool. I honestly love this step because it really allows you to put that extra touch on the vocal. But I think for this EQ, you're really going to want to also adjust it after everything's put on. So right now, I'll just show you basically what it'll be like to adjust it. I'm going to put on the other plugins. Don't worry, we'll get into what they all do. But for right now, I just want to show you what it's like to mix using the Q10. I see you the girl I should have found. Right, so if I were to drag this down a lot, you the girl I should have found. You sounds a lot more dead because you're cutting out a lot of that frequency. I say you the girl I should have found. You the girl I should have found you. I say you the girl I should have found. I don't like how that sounds. I think I can't control myself around you. So it's still keeping the presence in the body. It's adding a little sharpness, but it's not doing too much. A lot of the heavy lifting is actually being done by the other EQ and plugins. So if you have any questions, feel free to call, set up a meeting with me and I can discuss more. But for now, that's pretty much it when it comes to the Q10. Don't do anything drastic, but make sure you learn how to shape your vocal ever so slightly. You'll get better and better the more you use it. But this plugin's a great tool. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.